Hello, I'm Douglas Badenoch and I'm going to give you a quick tour of the news section of the Consort website. You will be familiar with the way news items are displayed on the home page, so we're going to look at how that comes about. We're also going to look at how to edit news items themselves. The main tool you will use is the Content Management System, or CMS. So if you click that, it will take you into the system where you can click News if you want to see your news items. So what we have here is a big long list of all of the news items that have been written on the website. The way we configure them is to use the numbers in the home, cat and news columns. Now I think the website doesn't use categories for, let's just check that, no. You don't have different categories of news items within your news section, but that option exists for you if you wanted to use it. How that would then look would be you could then have for example, we could set it up with a left-hand menu for conferences, for updates to the Consort statement, or whatever else you wanted. Sorry, you've got it over here. Adding a category would add an option to that menu there. So that option exists for you. I'm going to show you an issue that you had with one of the pages, one of the news items. It's this one here. We're actually reading the news item here and there's no content. And that looks a bit odd because on the previous page we had some content. So I'm just going to explain what's going on here by editing the news item for you. What's happening is that you have some content in the summary, but you don't have any content in the news story itself. So if I edit that, copy and paste it, that means the same content will appear on the story itself. The way to think about this, you might think, well, why have that? The way to think about this is that this is a teaser, a short summary of the story that might encourage people to go in and read a bit more. The idea is that you would then have a longer, more substantial story in here. Now sometimes you might not want to have a big long story, so you could just repeat the same content. Okay, I'm going to save that so that the content is copied across. So we'll go back to our big list of news items, and what I was going to tell you about next was how you set the order of items on the home page and in the news section. Basically, this is set by this number here, and you can edit that number. And just by giving a story a higher number, you can make it appear higher up in the list. So every time you add a new story, you have to set this number if you want it to appear above what's already there. So this allows you to, a bit of flexibility in how it appears. But the main thing to remember is a higher number appears higher up the list. If you want something to appear on the front page, you also have to tick this box. Now, this has a similar effect to the home page column. It's a bit of an artifact. When we developed the system initially, some people just wanted a checkbox to determine that something goes on the home page. Some people wanted to have a number. So you don't have to have both, but it's safest to do both and use the number as again, a higher number will appear higher up the list. Once you're happy, click Save Changes and to update it. I won't make those changes just now. Okay, that's your quick guide to the news section. The other videos we'll be looking at editing pages and editing the library of examples.